American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sun Devils offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names.
There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Here comes the heat. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Got it in the middle. It's 4. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Harper. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Watts. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Makes the catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The short hand, it's Williams. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with a 15-yard pickup. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's caught. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. When that receiver got free, it was all
receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by 10 to Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Clinton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Ready up. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Watts. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Watts. And a big-time grab there, knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Hines is tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's looking to throw. The screen, he can go. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Pressure coming. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
Hey, and getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Just keep slinging it. Caught close to the marker, it's Harper. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make...
Touchdown, TCU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the... blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth there if I were allowed to put type of push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
To the air on first down. Rush is on him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ford. Ace to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watts. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wide open downfield. He stopped right at the 30. Yard line, that's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
There's the pressure. And he hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets it out fast. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here's a heat.
defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harper. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely center cut. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
With the catch, it's Watts. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got him in. It's Watts. Running into the open space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
First down for the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Sun Devils are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Looking downfield on first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Horned Frog just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, not only a missed opportunity to take the lead.
Oh, and they let a golden opportunity slip away. A chance to take the lead. Ball goes off the upright. Game's not over, but they're not going to get too many more chances like that.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.